Welcome everyone, Simon here from the Whales of Wall Street. We have today's video, interesting one here. We talk about Rishi Sunak becoming the new Prime Minister of the United Kingdom here, but I'm looking at this in a bit of a different spectrum in relation to the crypto sphere, the innovation hubs that were spoken about last year, if you remember the videos that we covered on this particular topic. But yes, for sure guys, before we go into this in a bit more detail, make sure you go and check out the other videos on our platform here. Loads of different assets, loads of different projects to go through. But let's go through this quickly. Rishi Sunak, make the UK a global crypto hub. Now, this comes off the back of Sunak taking over Liz Truss from the Prime Minister role here in the UK. And what I'm seeing a lot more of in the last week or so is this contribution to information around finance in particular, and more importantly, from our side, the crypto world, if you like, or digital currencies. Now, I've said, and it's very well documented in old videos of mine, where I said, I mark my words, Sunak will be the next Prime Minister. And I was way into Boris Johnson's tenure as the Prime Minister here in the UK. But we've seen now the transition is complete. I knew there was a circus behind the Truss situation. Of course, both of them are members of the World Economic Forum, but also leaders, graduate from the Young Leaders programs of the World Economic Forum as well. Now, if you look across the borders into Europe and other continents, you will see that the similarities of the people that have been appointed for Prime Minister roles or ruler roles within their own countries respectively. And this is by no coincidence. This is always pre-planned within the agenda program and what needs to be done in the next phase of world interaction and evolution. And we talked many times about the RTGS system, for example, being replaced over the next couple of years, something that has started this year in June, with November being the first period of those changes for the whole entire SWIFT and CHAP systems being replaced with the new RTGS system, backed and powered by DLT technology. So this in mind, guys, we have to sort of do a bit of dot connecting here in terms of like the time frames. And it's very convenient that these kind of superpowers in terms of people like Sunak here, who is arguably a finance guru for well over a decade now, very big involvements in 2007, 2008 areas, and for sure now knows what to do. Whether he's guided by the people above him or he has the influence himself to also make these changes. So back to my point, this is very coincidental, and I think this is going to be a huge thing for digital currencies and crypto in general. Which path this goes down, whether it's good or bad, is to be seen, and we do talk predominantly in previous videos about the mechanism of central bank digital currencies and where this can lead to, right? So we see here, could the UK become a world-class crypto hub under his premiership? Now, this is very interesting because we always talks about the price points of all the different cryptocurrencies. But I want to pull out this particular interesting article here. The UK is now the largest crypto economy in Europe. Thursday, 20th of October. Very coincidental that they bring all of these narratives out at exactly or pretty much around the same time, receiving a whopping $233 billion in raw transaction value of cryptocurrency between July 2021 and June 2022 this year. It was the highest crypto transaction value of any European nation. Well, we're not part of Europe at the moment, so but that is still a massive statistic and bit of information here. And this coincides, guys, with, if you remember, the video that we did last year in 2021, where Sunak introduced the innovation hub, is what they call it. It's actually this naming here, innovation and technology Hub, I believe it's called, in London. And part of this recognition for the Innovation Hub was to have a task force to work on central bank digital currencies, aka the digital pound. We know about the Digital Pound Foundation and the links between Sunak and the big group. And by the way, guys, keep an eye out over the next couple of weeks, because I've got some really cool interviews coming up with some of these areas. So yeah, the Digital Pound Foundation is obviously up and running as a strategy or a task force, as well as the ones that we're talking about here, to encourage a new financial system. This isn't just the UK, guys, the whole world's doing it. We've seen prime examples of various countries testing and trialing the cryptocurrency methodology of how to operate finance, how to the messaging service of banking and finance across some of the countries worldwide, which will be rolled out across the board over the next few years. And I always have this pinpointed date, guys, November 2025. It is not a coincidence as well that we're in the beginning stages of the revamp of the RTGS, the new RTGS system, the finance system, and conveniently putting the pieces on the chessboard and moving across Europe, across the world, here in the UK now, into the transition of digital currency being legalized, being regulated, and being used on a daily basis by anyone and everyone. And that's not just the peak of it. We talk also about all the automation, the AI, and everything that comes with this. But this is a big stepping stone. So you can see here from last year, as when Rishi was the Exchequer, the finance minister here in the UK last year, before being Prime Minister, our vision is more open, greener, and more technologically advanced financial services sector. The UK is already known for being at the forefront of innovation, but we need to go further. And it goes way bang into the whole element of technology, the green aspect of finance, and the aspect of trying to find a solution for the financial systems moving forward. Even big mentions here that to support private sector innovation, firms exploring how to use technologies like distributed ledgers. This is all on the government website, by the way. If you remember a few years ago, everyone was talking about conspiracy theories when we talked about crypto and digital currencies, and yet here we are a few years down the line, and it's in our faces. So, back to this point, no one wants crypto to be taxed, but there is uncertainty how it will be taxed. This can cause some level of consternation too. So there's loads of things still to be developed here, guys. But look at this. Users and institutions throughout the region received $1.3 trillion worth of cryptocurrency across Central, Northern, and Western Europe, guys, which is absolutely phenomenal amounts of money and transactions being occurred, right? So we know about the European Commission's thoughts and feelings about DLTs and blockchain moving forward. It's just a case of when it's going to happen, and it's going to happen soon, guys. I truly, honestly, am so ready for this. We're in October 2022 right now. This whole transition of finance will go so quickly. This year and a half will go so fast, and I truly believe that by 2025 we'll see a big cycle uptake towards that ambitious dating of November 2025. And this is where I'll take a big exit out in 2025. I don't know exact month or time of that year, but all I do know is the cycle of history of crypto would say that it's within this year, and very coincidental that it also aligns with what's going on in the financial world. So this is kind of like the topic I wanted to speak about in this video, guys. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Got a few more videos to get through, but I think this is absolutely fascinating. I just love it when pieces of the puzzle come together at the same time, and when we believed that they would, and we knew this was going to happen. We knew soon I was going to be the Prime Minister. I was backing it from day one. I don't like any politicians, in all honesty. I don't like any governments. I know they're run by the World Economic Forum. However, as an investor and someone that's very interested in blockchain and this particular technology, I knew it. I knew the path would be this. And unfortunately, you either take the path of being in it or not in it. And I chose, even a few years back when I started getting into cryptocurrency, that yes, there are bad things towards cryptocurrency and what they mean towards in the future. But to beat the system, you have to potentially go down these paths. So, I've got clear goals. I want to achieve good things in this space. I want to help the world. Of course, sometimes, unfortunately, you need money to do this. And I know that there's a path here for me to be able to achieve certain things to improve humanity, improve society the best way I can. And for me right now, we're seeing the stepping stones, guys. We're seeing the first initial stages of this entire thing going on. Even when we saw earlier in the year about NFTs being minted with royal mints, this is happening, whether we like it or not. Whether you're a conspiracy theorist or not, or anti-conspiracy theorists, like, this is coming. It's here. All the people out there that said CBDC is not going to happen, it's never going to happen, this financial system's never coming, it's right in front of us, guys. What are you going to do? What path are you going to take? Guys, I'm going to wrap that there. Got a few project videos to get through, but I had to get this out there because it's right in line with what we've been saying as a community, as a collective group here with the Wells of Wall Street and you guys, the fans. This is what I've been saying for a long time. And look at it right now. Keep following this channel for all the updated trends, predictions, and thoughts around what's to come for the world, for finance in the world as well. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.